Hey, my name is Craig Bernardini. I am a professor of English at Hostos Community College, where I've been for 16 years. Before that, I was an adjunct at John Jay. In good English teacher fashion, I'd like to begin with a couple quotes from one of my favorite books by a guy named Neil Postman, Amusing Ourselves to Death from 1985. He says, he quotes actually a news source, a radio news source. Give us 22 minutes and we'll give you the world. And Postman's comment is below that right here. It has not yet been demonstrated whether a culture can survive if it takes its measure of the world in 22 minutes. And I thought of this quote as I was thinking, I got 3 minutes in some way to communicate the kind, to give you the state of CUNY from a faculty perspective. And how on earth do I do that? And it seemed like the only way I could do it was through the way Postman describes the way that headlines work, these kind of discontinuous, eye-grabbing things you see like in the New York Post, or you used to hear people calling when they were selling newspapers. And I guess the other quote that's kind of governing me today is that wonderful quote from Frederick Douglass's "What is the 4th of July to a Slave?" which I put on the bottom there. At a time like this, scorching irony, not convincing argument is needed. So just bear in mind as I have a little bit of fun with this, I'm deadly serious in everything that I'm writing. So first, sandwich board effect, crown jewel of public higher education, starves to death, climax to decades of disinvestment for CUNY's expendable workforce. Admin sits on $132 million of CARES Act money. Okay, there's our first headline. Our second headline, Gov didn't take history, refuses to tax billionaires, right? He has the chance to do this, to act like other administrations in the past in such crises, but clearly he does not study history. Here's the most post one, MOOC-U, right? Massive open online courses. Mushrooming online classes turn CUNY into people factory. Teachers mangled, crushed by speed up. Students go AWOL. You better believe that giant online classes, growing online classes, make a huge difference to how well we can teach our students and what kind of an education they get. Number four, no air, no water, no problem, no independent inspections. COVID lives where capital funds die. There should be no reason why HCCS had to take a strike authorization vote just to get inspections of their buildings before returning to work. And then finally, CUNY to faculty, we'll pay your contractual raises later. It's about, of course, the delay of our contractual 2% pay increase. So, where do we go from here? Just really simply, austerity is not the answer. Recognize that CUNY is a great investment in the future of our city. Show the people of New York that you value their education, you want to invest in their future. Show our faculty and staff that you value them as workers and as people by paying them their contractual salary raises, by keeping their class sizes manageable, and finally by allowing independent inspections before buildings open. So thank you very much for listening to my testimony.